Everyone, King Edgy here, bringing you another Gen 1 battle video. Sadly, although we reclaimed that top spot, we did lose it off camera, and big props to Alpha Male Psyduck, affectionately called Amp, for taking that top spot. We're currently in 4th, which is pretty solid, and we've got this battle going on here against Lucy 1000. Lucy is pretty good. I thought we'd just do a few battles and kind of see where we end after them. So I don't know Sleep Powder, and I think the safe move is just to Razor Leaf and see what happens. So we do a little damage to Arbok, and that's good. And as I think about what we have going on here, it looks like Pidgeotto is not going to be very good in this battle because Ammonite just destroys it. So we'll just go Pidgeotto and see what happens. And now, here's the deal. I expect Ammonite to come back out, so I'm going to double switch to Hypno. And hopefully Ammonite does come back out. Arbok could use Rock Slide, but I don't know why Lucy would risk the Arbok. There we go. All right, our first successful double for the day. And now we're going to try to put something to sleep. Oh, big time. Put his sleeper to sleep. That's great. That's really good. Now we can go Tauros because Hypno can't do a ton of damage to Jinx and is a little slower. If Jinx woke up, Jinx could put us back to sleep. So we'll just go Tauros, which is nice and safe. And we've got interesting things here where the other two mons that he's shown us so far are weak to Earthquake. Jinx isn't, but it'll do a lot of damage no matter what. Body Slam gets the paralysis chance. We'll go Body Slam. And we get the paralysis. Great. Now we'll go out in Pidgeotto. He could use Counter or Submission, and we're worried about both of those, so we don't want to take them. And we'll just stay in. I was like, now he's going to think of the double switch, and so he's not going to switch out to Ammonite. And I was right, but didn't quite work out. But now I'm going to switch and see if he goes to Ammonite. Yes, we are calling things today, folks. This is great. Squirtle, again, a really powerful answer to Ammonite. Lapras, an even more powerful answer to Squirtle. So now we have to think a little bit. And the thinking right now is really like, who's our least valuable? I think the answer is still Pidgeotto. So I think we go to Pidgeotto. Oh, interesting. I thought he was going to go Thunderbolt. He didn't. He probably knows Blizzard. We're still comfortable letting Pidgeotto go down. Ah, dang. Wouldn't that have been a nice little piece of chip damage? Oh, he goes for the safer Thunderbolt that time. So we do get the chip damage off, which is great. And now the question is, who next? And it's a really interesting question. I think the answer might be Hitmonchan. Because if I go Venusaur, he switches to Arbok kind of safely. But Venusaur's Razor Leaf from this range takes out Lapras, takes out Ammonite, does a lot of damage to Machamp. It's a 2-hit on Machamp. But it's maybe a 4-hit on Arbok. So we'll just kind of slow play and hope that Venusaur can take down the end game. Again, we're going to continue to slow play and just Body Slam here. Our big hope is just that we take out Arbok, right? Once we take out Arbok, we are in pretty good shape. So hopefully he glares us or gets fully paralyzed. Either one would be good. I was saying hopefully glare because it wouldn't do any damage. We could agility up and then be fast enough to handle anything. So we'll just Seismic Toss. He might know Counter, as I said. But it seems less likely now. He might be worried that we know Counter, which is why he went Earthquake there. But it might be also a decision between Earthquake and Submission, and that's no decision at all. Submission's garbage. I say that, for some reason, it's got 80% accuracy, but I just feel like it has 5% accuracy. Sand Slash, and as I say it, of course, Body Slam misses. Again, in Generation 1, there's still a 1 in 256 chance that any 100% accurate move will miss. That's why you see the 99.6% up there. Well, like I said, Venusaur was the key to winning here. It does major damage to everything left, including Jinx, but for Jinx... Oh, okay. He went Jinx early. I think that was a mistake. If Sandslash went down, then Jinx would have gotten another turn to wake up. But that's all right. We can just Razor Leaf 3 times, and that should be game. Well, we'll Body Slam the Sandslash, because Razor Leaf's only 95% accurate, but... Wow, Venusaur did work. This is good on us for identifying that early and just taking it down. And good game, Lucy. Our team just matched up really, really well against Lucy's team, so... yeah, Lucy's team looks bad. And we made some really good calls there in the Lucy game. We called that double switch with Pidgeotto and then waited a turn and then double switched. Yeah, those are some good plays. Here we've got Parasect versus Cloyster. And I wonder if Dids the Dids is going to overthink this play and say he's going to switch it into something garbage so I won't Spore the first turn. And we'll go Blizzard, hope for the freeze or the crit. Get neither. Cool. That's fine. I hope he goes Mega Drain and not Body Slam. He goes Growth, whatever. I don't know. Hold on. Look at this Beedrill moveset. I hate it. No agility, no Hyper Beam. But it's fine. Beedrill gets the KO. It's always exciting to me when a bug picks up the KO. Okay, Weezing versus Beedrill. Weezing obviously going to go Fire Blast here. And the question is, how much do we care about Beedrill? Because it's a 2-shot. It's a 2-shot on Beedrill. But we get 2 Twin Needles off, which might do about half, maybe a little more to Weezing. So let's Twin Needle and hope for a crit. Yeah, so it'll do half. Unless we get burned. Now we really hope for the crit. Big time crits. I think he'd go like Thunderbolt or Sludge here. Just to be safe. No, he sticks with Fire Blast. That's fine. Okay. We'll go out to Vulpix. And right out to Cloyster with hope that Explosion comes out. It does. Cloyster eats it. Cloyster's defense, look at that, 313. What a beast. But this does put us in a bad spot if he has anyone that can set up a Swords Dance and Agility and Amnesia, right? And he does. Thankfully, we have Pikachu in the back. But still, we can't let him get 2 set up. So we'll let him get 1. Shelder, also a tank. Not quite the same as Cloyster, but pretty close. 38. That should be enough for Pikachu to take out the rest. Oh. Question, do we get unbelievably bold right here and do a double into Pikachu? Answer, no. No way. I mean, we could have, but if we were wrong, then we just lose pretty much. So just want to be safe. Clearly would have been a crazy predict. Would have been accurate, but crazy. We'll go Shelter and just explode, I think. Right, it doesn't knock him out, but if Snorlax was his answer to Pikachu, then to me, that means he doesn't have any grass types, which is great, so Pikachu can do some work here. Even if Pikachu falls, it can paralyze whoever comes out, which is what we'll do here. Pikachu might go down. I mean, it might not, but it might. and it probably will. Unless he gets fully paralyzed, which, oh, or we get the crit. Okay. Hey, and the forfeit comes through, and here's the deal. I mean, at that point, we knew Pikachu was faster than his last, and could have paralyzed it, and then just kind of taken the win. We also had Porygon in the back, who's an incredible tank, so feeling good about that one too. Again, I mentioned but didn't make that really next level play, which would have been switching Pikachu on the Kabutops second Swords Dance, but we felt confident enough, right? The risk reward wasn't there. If he did hit us with the Hyper Beam, Pikachu was really our only answer for Kabutops. Granted, we had Vulpix Confuse Ray, but that's a little bit of a gamble. So in that one, what did we do? Nothing extraordinarily well. We just kind of played a solid matchup. We made the right prediction when Weezing was going to explode. We knew that Shellder could take the first Body Slam. We got to save Shellder for Cloyster, and then made a nice call on the Shellder first turn explosion against Snorlax, which basically knocked it out. So yeah, just a solid game all around. And I was really happy last time I searched that it didn't take any time at all, but usually it takes some time, and that's okay. We'll try to get 3 matches into this video for us. Yeah, so we didn't really make any crazy predictions or anything. Just some solid play there. Just some solid play. And a slightly better team. I mean, Pikachu, once Parasect and Weezing were gone. Well, no, Primeape. I wonder what would have happened if we didn't get that crit to knock out Primeape. We would have gone probably to Porygon to knock him out, and then seen who his last was. Okay, so we're here in our 3rd battle now against Rabbit. How's our team look? It looks okay. Poliwhirl doesn't know Sleep. Snorlax doesn't know Amnesia. Jigglypuff doesn't know Sleep. Okay, so that's fine. Rabbit, a staple in the community, just asked if we're streaming this, so I'm going to say we are. And very kindly, Rabbit has turned off the timer, just because I have said that. And now, let's think about what to do here. I think we just Surf. I mean, we have another water type, so using Gyarados isn't terrible. He probably goes Body Slam. He could go Rock Slide, but I don't think he will. No paralysis. That's good, that's good. We'll just stay true with Surf. He still won't paralyze us. And we'll knock him out with Surf. Hey! Good start, good start. Oh no! That's good of a start. Well, we got the crit. I don't know why he saved Machoke. That's surprising to me. Machoke's usually not considered very good, but that's okay. I guess he really wants to paralyze the Gyarados, and he's so happy that he did. Great job, Rabbit. We switched to Surf here just in case he was anticipating the Thunderbolt and was like, yeah, he's going to Thunderbolt. I'm going to switch out to a ground type or something wild. So what do we do now? Well, we have to switch out to someone faster than Machoke, right? So I guess that has to be Jolteon. Thankfully, Wartortle's in range to be knocked out with a Body Slam, so if he switches to something like Execute, we could handle it. Whew, we get really, really lucky with it also, which is nice. We're going to switch to Nidoran. Yeah, okay, cool. So that was kind of the hope. I know I moved too fast to articulate the hope, but the thought was, like, Execute may or may not go for Sleep Powder, right? It probably won't go for Psychic. But a lot of these high-level players are like, oh, if somebody is about to be put to sleep, they switch out to somebody really bad, right? So some of the high-level players say, I'm not going to Sleep Powder first turn because I know they're going to switch out into something bad. So we switched out into something bad that's also super effective against Execute and is also faster than it, right? Because we could have gone Jigglypuff there, but Jigglypuff is slower. So if Jigglypuff got paralyzed, then Execute would move first. And so that's how that would go. we're just going to safely Blizzard here. Boy, Rabbit's team does not look very good. I'm so sorry, Rabbit. And now we're going to Thunderbolt because we'll probably go Confuse Ray, but Thunderbolt and Blizzard both knock Zubat out from this range, and Thunderbolt's more accurate. And that's fine. So maybe he stays in with Zubat and uses Double Edge. Ooh, gets the crit. But our confusion has ended. We're ready to rock and roll. We're also slightly faster than Machoke, which is nice. Still crazy to me that Machoke is hanging around, but totally fine. Tauros comes out. Well, that's not great. I guess we just let Nidoran go down to an Earthquake, huh? Or do we switch out to Snorlax? Can we possibly justify saving Nidoran here? Because Snorlax gets knocked out by Machoke, and Nidoran can knock out Machoke? That can't possibly be our justification, can it? I don't think so. Yeah. So I go Jigglypuff here, and we're just going to Seismic Toss. Yeah, the thought was kind of like, oh, what's going to happen? Is he going to go Execute, and then we Blizzard, etc., etc., etc. Okay, so now we're in a kind of cool spot, right? Like, is Machoke going to use Submission? And if so, what do we do next? I say Machoke will use Submission. So I go out to Poliwhirl. Is that the right play? I guess so. Ooh, that's a big crit. That was a big crit. At this point, does he let Machoke go? He does, right? He does. Yeah, okay, good. Oh my goodness. If he didn't let Machoke, if he switched out and I didn't use counter, I would have been so sad, but no, he had to let Machoke go there. Alright, so now we've got Jigglypuff back. I'm going to use counter and hope. I think that worked out great. Yes, sir. Jigglypuff has so much health, right? 382. That's a crazy amount of health. And now I'm not sure what the best play is. Blizzard, if it misses, could be bad. Seismic Toss, I think, does about half. I think Seismic Toss is the right play. It doesn't quite do half. Okay, so unfortunate, but fine. Snorlax is his last. Okay, well, Snorlax is also our last. So let's see. Battle of the Snorlaxes. He goes for the... Oh, what a huge crit that was. What a huge crit that was. Critical hit from Snorlax is almost impossible. Critical hits in Generation 1 are based on your speed stat, and Snorlax's speed is garbage, so we're going to Body Slam. Oh, he just exploded. Yeah, makes sense. We Body Slammed there just to be a little safe, because from that range, Jolteon could have taken the rest. So, 3 battles. The first one, we made some good predictions, a couple good double switches with Pidgeotto. The second one, we made that right prediction on this wheezing explosion. Otherwise, kind of just straightforward. And this one here, our team was just so much better than his. Look at that team. Surprisingly, Machoke really made us nervous, and Rabbit had some intuition about that and saved him. So anyway, a couple battles there. We moved... did we move up the ladder at all? No. And we improved our ELO, but not actually our rank. So we started 4th, we ended 4th, 3 quick battles. I hope that was fun for you. If you have comments, questions, thoughts, suggestions, throw them in the comment section down below. I'll look forward to reading them, to getting a little bit better, and to seeing you challenging me in our next video. And until then, have a great day.